Welcome to the Talk It Out Show. Yes. We're here today, and Joanne's going to go ahead and do her little spiel. Go ahead, girl. Work it.
All right. I am Joanne. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to look us up on Facebook or Twitter, look us up at Talk It Out Show. And if you want to email us, go ahead and email us at talkitoutshow@gmail.com. Now, if you need to send any of your questions to us, go ahead and send it to our P.O. Box at P.O. Box 901043, Portland, Oregon, 97290. Make sure you subscribe to us. Hit that like and hit the bell for notifications so you can know when we come on. And yes, what are we going to talk about today? Are we going to talk about? Oh wait, I'm going to do my wisdom.
Yeah,
random.
She's doing just random.
She did her wisdom this week, and I am just gonna. And I'm so I did put some because she talked about me really bad, y'all, last time.
I did.
I waited, and my lips was all chapped. And then I saw it. She was talking about me, but I was waiting to do mine so I could put my lip gloss on. Of course, created by my lovely niece Aviana, and her line is called Glamourlicious. And so, of course, I'll be buying all her stuff. So I just pick a random color out for y'all. And I'm feeling like today. I'm wondering when I'm feeling. I'm just going
to blue.
No, that blue? Or the blue with the mix? The blue? The straight up blue.
We do blue.
Look at that, y'all. Okay, that's pretty, ain't it?
It
all
is.
Right, it's really pretty.
I thought I got talent, y'all.
I'm telling you, and they be smelling good. They be having different scents and stuff. Oh my goodness, look at them.
So I don't know if you guys can see, but it's not really showing, but the glitter pops on there. And if she put a little bit more on, like I thought you guys did.
Yeah, I don't know what she said. Teach me how to do it. Teach me how to do it.
You go ahead, nigga, because inside the lip gloss thing, and this is for any lip gloss company. You just not my daughters, but when they put the little tab in there, so it takes a lot of the excess lip gloss off.
Oh,
so that's why you gotta dip and go.
Okay.
And so her lip gloss is not lipstick, but it does give you a hint of blue. But
I did it again.
Yeah.
Is that a little better?
That's a little bit better. I can see the sparkles and the glitter.
Now there's another one, but like I said, I'll be just randomly picking out her stuff. I told y'all, pay attention because she could coming out. She finna name all these. Look at all these. I just randomly pick because I love to buy these. My sister just ordered some. She just created some beautiful ones for her to match her nails. Just got them done yesterday, I guess. So she wanted hers to match her nails. So I'm telling y'all, when we get this going, y'all stay tuned. Is it on the Red Carpet Kids or is it on the GNCM?
It'll be on the GNCM page.
On the GNCM page, and you guys can be able to order.
GNCMproduction.com.
Yes, and you guys be able to order your own Glamourlicious. And look lovely like me. So that's my random lips for today. I don't have a random thought because I got so much other thoughts going on. Because
we do. We have a lot. We have a lot
going on.
So, a lot going on.
What I wanted to talk about today, I was just looking it up. I was talking about a local business, and this is somebody that both of them are near and dear to my heart because one of them is my family member, and the other one is somebody that is like family because he was part of GNC production for years. So it's Everyday Eats Portland, and so they're located on 17120 Southeast Powell Boulevard. So that's Marcel Goss and Johnny Huff are the people who started that business, and they have great food there. They usually open around, I think it's like 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 o'clock, I'm right. 12 o'clock to 7 p.m. they open up, and they always have lovely stuff. Now they be having some bomb po' boys. They've had the shrimp. Man, I'll tell you, they be having surf and turf po' boys. They be having all kind of stuff. I'm telling y'all. And then they have these chicken nuggets. These big. Oh, they look so good. Chicken nuggets or fries, and they really be affordable. They give you like whatever meal it is inside or whatever. It's like $10, and you can get some. It's really good, reasonably priced.
That sounds good. Do they have any lobster? Because you know I don't do shrimp.
I do that. They have lobster, macaroni, and cheese. That's where I know that they be having a lot.
I don't know if
they be having a lobster po' boy, but
that's what I was wondering.
But they create so much stuff. They have different specials every day, so you can just say hi.
Just drop on by.
Yeah, say make it. You can tell them, hey, make that a special. Never hook you up. I know Johnny will. So, so they are really. That's my new one for this week because I've been doing every day. They making me do 2 a week. So I had to do that one today. So
there you go.
And then at the end we will refresh all the other ones we were talking about before. And now she's gonna hook you up with the online that you can support, online Black businesses you can support.
Okay, so I have went to Healthy Roots and we want to meet Zoe. Okay? This is where you can get your black dolls for your girls. And I think they are awesome. They wanted to inspire people by seeing their own kind. You know, we don't have a lot of black dolls. Yeah, isn't she adorable?
She is.
And let me tell you how special she is. She is so wonderful that you can wash her hair, condition it, curl it, and do everything because it is human hair on the doll's hair, you guys. And she's an adorable black girl. So please go to healthyrootsdoll.com and check her out and go ahead and buy a beautiful doll for your child. Now, I just want to be very vocal on this. I expect every black mother who has a daughter to get one. But I expect every white mother who has a daughter to get one. Because many of years we have just bought white dolls for our child. So and we want you to go out there and support and buy a black doll for your child. So your child know that color does not matter. And we can love one another and be a circle of a family.
Yeah.
So
Circle of life.
Circle of life. You know? That's what, okay. So I just want, that's what we do. We gotta be real. So please go out and support this. I really love it. It's healthyrootsdolls.com. She's adorable. She is. I mean, she is so cute. And like they braid the doll's hair just like the girl. I mean, look at her. You can blow it out. Look at her. She's doing her doll's hair. This doll look almost the same size as a child. So you go and check out their sites and stuff like that. And like I said, even white women, please. Dads, if you are raising your daughters alone, buy your daughter one of these. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, Oriental, purple, green, or orange. Please go out and buy a doll for your child and support. We've always had, again, like I said, we always had white dolls. So this is very inspirational to me because I would have loved to have her when I was younger. So that was my number one. And then I just woke up this morning.
She did just this morning.
And mind my own business. I was scrolling on Facebook and something slapped me in the face.
It wasn't really minding her own business. She's on Facebook. Is this it?
Yes, it's called Chila Sauce. Now, for people like me and people that's not from Florida, Cholula, it's called a Cholula recipe or whatever.
It's Chila.
Chila.
Oh, Chila.
Chila.
Okay, it's Chila.
She was minding her own business.
I was minding my own business. Anyway, they got Chila. Cholula did. Chila. That's what it is. And it is called Chila because I remember him saying it now.
I can't do it right now.
I'm just saying. So the Chila, anyway, he makes Chila sauce and seasoning. Chila is a recipe like a gumbo. A gumbo is to Creole.
Like a gumbo.
No, it's a Chila recipe. He just got Chila sauce. So if you don't know how to make Chila, you got the sauce to make your Chila.
Oh, so it's an actual dish.
Yeah,
it's
an actual
dish.
Right here, Chila.
Oh,
and you put it all right.
And you just put the sauce in there.
Yeah, so he made a Chila sauce.
Ready to go.
Like gumbo filet is for gumbo.
Oh, gotcha.
Chila sauce is for
Gotcha. That's smart. That is smart.
And it looks like a gumbo.
Looks good.
But it's a what is it called? It's a no. What is it? What's your favorite thing from Grenada Mom? The seasoning you make the eggs with?
Curry. Oh,
curry. It's a curry dish.
I love that.
It is a curry dish. So, and it's called Chila. And the man on here said his mother makes the best, and she ate it with the sauce and said it's not missing anything. It's perfect, whatever. So you know, now I gotta make Chila. I just don't use shrimp because I don't like shrimp, but I'll use my lobster as my shrimp. Ta-da. And it has scallops in it. No, I just can't wait. And he showed us how to make it too. So you go on this site and you can go ahead and make it. And it is a black owned. He has a wife. He has a son and a newborn baby. Well, she's not really new, like 4 or 5 months, I think. But And so I thought it was cool. He has several different spices. He has one for gumbo. He has all different other things. And they are selling out like really fast. Like he's an entrepreneur and everything. And they are selling out. And I am all about we want to cook at home more, eat healthier at home, and stop going to fast foods and stuff. Because they make it easy that we don't feel like we can cook at home. But in reality, if you make it at home, it's just as fast. As a matter of fact, it's faster.
Yeah.
And it saves you on gas and on your pockets.
Well, it's still in the middle phases of the pandemic. We are eating at home, so this would be a good thing.
A lot of people still eating at McDonald's, Taco Bell, and all them too.
Well, they're fast food because they, the
That's what I
first
said, fast food.
responders. Yeah, they got to.
But as I said, fast food, you could be doing this stuff at home, and it takes you just as much time. Because he did it on here, and I know it was a little bit longer, but you could be walking around doing whatever because it was all those other seasons before he put in the crab, and he put blue crab in there and stuff. I don't know the difference
That
of my
looks
crab.
delicious.
I'm ready to
It's
eat
a soft shell crab, right? That's the
Was
soft
it?
shell.
I guess
It's
so,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I have that at the house.
Yeah, so she has it out the house. And then they made this one dish that I didn't know either. And it was with a red sauce. And you put it over noodles. And it has corn on the cob in it. It has shrimp and all this other stuff in it.
It's like a
Talking
boil,
about-
like
she's
a
singing
boil
my song.
sauce, but it's
It's like a spaghetti sauce that
that
goes over your noodles.
wow.
You gotta go look on their site.
What's the site? Give us the site.
Okay, the site is, I was about to say Chila again.
Yeah.
Chila Seafood.
.com, .org.
.com.
All right.
ChilaSeafood.com.
Okay.
Lauren is on my case today. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it because you know I was messing up.
That's her show, so
Oh yeah, she gonna be
She
on my
don't-
case, huh? I might get fired, dog. You never know, huh?
Yeah, right.
Okay, anyway, so I just wanted to let you know those are two ones that I woke up to this morning. I woke up to the dollar one too.
I like
was
that
like,
dollar.
oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to buy a
Did
dollar.
you see how much is over? I know it's probably expensive because that thing look lifelike.
Okay,
What's
so
it
we're
big?
gonna find out by the end of the show.
Because
I'm
I
gonna
want
be
to
doing some
know.
research.
You know, I got
to tell
four
you how much
kids. I
it
got
costs.
four girls. I got
You're gonna have to
four
share
girls.
it, dog.
But that thing is big. Oh, they won't be sharing because I ain't.
No, they gonna
I know
share it,
that.
dog.
That's so cute, though.
It is very
She
nice.
is adorable.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can wash her hair, comb it, braid it. I think that was just that was very inspirational
Yeah.
because even with the white dolls,
Yeah.
we didn't have a problem. Well, we see $79.99, but she's
Yeah,
not
I
a
know
little
that.
doll.
She's big.
She's a big doll.
Yeah,
She's
but
not
you
that
know what?
big.
That's good because there's
It
some
is.
like interracial. So sometimes the white mother doesn't know how to do the hair,
Yep.
and because a lot of stuff because it has mixed hair, they don't feel like oil should be put
Yeah.
on. But they should know that you have to, especially with any type of braid in our hair, we gotta have to have oil in it because we have dry. It just dries out. So Zoe will teach you.
And
Oh,
they
they
even
got
have a coloring
accessories.
book.
Oh.
They have a coloring book. It's called Healthy Roots Easy Coloring Book, so you can download it. And it's only $4.99. And that has all the, different black, and you can color it any kind of way. You can color it any color you want, mix black, Mexican, orange, green, purple. Like I said, it's a coloring book. And it's $4.99. And if it's a download book, you can keep downloading it. Download.
That's nice.
So there you go.
Okay.
So remember that. I'm in love with this right now. I'm going to probably buy the book right now because I like the color as an adult. What adult don't like the color?
I don't know. I like.
It's
I
soothing.
do like
Do you like the color?
No.
No, she don't. She don't like the
I
color.
know my mama do because she be buying them adult.
They got adult color books,
Intricate,
because us adults be liking the color.
Who
Okay,
was the
what's
adult
up,
ones I
Lauren?
done seen on Amazon?
But Lauren used to like to paint by
Yeah,
I
numbers.
love paint by numbers.
So that's her thing. Coloring my
Well, I
numbers.
guess coloring would be the same thing. It's just that I just haven't did that yet.
I got me
Yeah,
some
right,
adult
right,
coloring
right.
books, and I guarantee you, if you saw my adult coloring books, you would want them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they're
Well,
nice.
show me
They're all
your
black.
adult.
They're black black
Show me, show
characters.
me.
They're so cute.
I like to paint. I can't paint. I can't draw. I can't do any of that. But I like to paint by numbers and
So
then look at it.
soothing,
Yeah.
soothing.
It's soothing. It don't have to
Yeah.
be really good. It's just soothing and enjoy.
Yeah.
And I found that people like whatever it is. Everybody got their own eyesight for what they like.
That's true. It's true.
So anyway, we got food, Shalal, and
Yeah.
then we also have Zoe. So yeah.
I want Zoe.
Yeah, and
She's
then of
a-
course
these
at
are all
the
black
end we will recap on all the other online businesses that because we want to keep reminding you guys to support those businesses that we keep coming and bringing you guys. So we have to remind you of the other ones as well.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we talking about today?
Okay, so the question of today is, okay, so you guys got to understand I'm in a lot of different groups and I do a lot of advice giving and stuff like that. So this question came up. And so there's a lot of comments on there. And of course, a lot of people yell at me and then a lot of people, amen, amen, man. I know it's really shocked that everybody doesn't agree with Lydia. I know. Especially especially Lauren over here, who never agrees with me. Anyway, so
I don't agree.
and that's what it normally is. So here's the question. Me and my husband recently got married yesterday. So this is really 2 days ago. We ended up taking a shower together this morning, and he was behind me. I bent down to grab the shampoo when I felt him penetrating me, had his hands around my waist, and having sex with me. I wasn't ready to have sex yet, but for some reason, I couldn't bring myself to tell him to quit. He ends up finishing and telling me how much he loves me, but I was distracted by how violated I felt. I don't know how to tell him that I didn't want that to happen. What should I do? Hit it, y'all.
I don't want to say that happen.
Well, they can't hear you because I couldn't hear you. And I'm next to you.
I'm just saying, what was wrong?
I said the same thing. I'm like, you're in the shower, butt naked. What did you expect him to do?
I ain't never,
And
I ain't never been in the shower and then got behind me and that didn't happen. Because
you know what you did in the shower.
That's just gonna happen. You know,
If you don't want to have sex, do not put your nigga
you're not going there to clean. Both of y'all in at the same time.
I got it with a cleaning and exercise.
We ain't trying to
we gonna be finished
save
together.
on the water.
Cleaning
We ain't doing all that. It ain't go. Oh, we trying to reserve the water. No, that's not why.
And we're newlywed. Come on, that's all I'm trying to say.
Okay, so my thing is evidently she just got some issues. She's had some trauma or something that happened.
Oh no!
to her.
So further down in the conversation,
Okay.
they were saying, I guess she told, I don't know where it was, I didn't get to see it because I wasn't reading each one, but she's a virgin and he's a virgin. And they feel like he should have did foreplay or had a conversation. And I'm like, who has conversations? There's never...
The day version, he really needs it. He ready to play now.
And he didn't think he did anything wrong, but she make it. And so now they're calling him like a rapist and all this, and he took advantage. He should have talked to her. And I'm like, what man talks? I mean, unless
He thought she was ready when she picked up the soap.
So, and he
So there it is. He put a jam in his face.
and he been
And you didn't say no. You could, and I'm saying,
Yeah.
if you would have said no, stop or don't, and
Yeah.
he kept doing it, that could be a conversation.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
didn't say nothing, so he don't think nothing wrong.
Right.
But you got people on this
And then he
side.
said, I love you afterwards. So I was
Exactly.
like,
And then you got people on the side saying you're a rapist. He has no clue what's going on. He don't know. Some people say you want to get into know man, you want to do this, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what the heck?
If you didn't want to have sex, you should have said no. And why did you get married?
Why you get it? And why y'all both in the shower at the same time? That's 2 for 1. Get together and wash off afterwards.
Some people like to complain. Some people like to interject some type of drama into their relationship. Because
That was
I agree. I mean, you're in the shower together. Okay,
I'm
you
sorry.
drop the soap and your butt's out there.
Yeah, because I'm like,
And
come
then
on.
he,
And then they're like- and
and
they
he's
were
probably thinking, oh, well, let me, okay,
Yeah,
this is what you want.
Yeah.
You know, oops.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and now you have to, I didn't stop him, but now that I think about it, that was wrong. What do you guys think? What do you think is something wrong?
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And people were just upset.
Oh my
And then they had
God.
comments where he should have did foreplay. If he a virgin, he don't know nothing about no foreplay. And who does foreplay in the shower?
No.
You get it in and get out.
Everybody trying
You
to
get
go.
in, then you get to
No.
wash up and leave. So you had sex, got clean, and now you get dressed to
Everybody
go.
trying to be all drowning, trying to do some foreplay in the shower.
Well, anyway.
What's wrong with y'all?
Anyway, okay.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying that was the question, and I mean, people was upset with me. I just don't get it. I didn't understand. I'm like, you guys just want her to get a divorce? Like, and then I end up saying congratulations. And then like, you a new congratulations. Because what I basically said was, you're married.
Yeah.
Oh, you might take this crazy and wrong, but it's the truth. You are married.
Yeah.
And since you didn't open your mouth, he has no idea he did anything wrong.
Right, thank
And
you.
nor should he have that idea. As you were naked, he saw his wife naked,
Yes,
wet, and soapy. Yes, he wanted to do it. And how dare you think he didn't? Because if he didn't want to, you would have been like, and I was in the shower with him.
And I bent over and everything, and he said he got out of the shower immediately and ran.
I don't think he's
I don't
attracted
think
to
he
you.
is. Yeah.
He's not attracted to you.
And then I would say he was gay.
And then you know Joey will put him in the gay category in a second. So I'm like, I just didn't get. I don't understand where the conversation is, and I was really upset about all the conversations that went on. Like it was like 200. No, it's 606 comments, and that's about the 4, 5, or 6 that commented to me. So take that 6, so 600 comments without me that was posted on here, and a lot of people are saying that he was wrong, and I didn't see where he was wrong at. And I'm a woman, and I didn't see that. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Well, I am. I got tatas and baby,
and a baby.
I got a baby.
Yeah,
Tatas and a baby.
We
And I'm just gonna tell you that I didn't see anything wrong with it. And I was like, if that's the case, every woman that gave advice on here could say they were raped by their husband or their boyfriend or their lover, because there's no communication that ever states like, we've been together for, baby, can we have sex? The only time they ask is if you've been really sick or, something like that. Then that conversation. But normally you getting a massage, you getting kissed, you get rubbed, and then it's in. A lot of times there's not going to be foreplay. Sometimes he just woke up and he just turned over, boom, and you woke up like, oh, I guess we're doing it today. And sometimes I go, I don't feel like it, so take it out. And then he takes it out. But that's just how it is. But you guys are
acting.
That's
communication.
That is communication.
We always talk about
but
that.
You didn't
communicate Jack, and you want to sit there and make.
But you want to communicate on here.
You making him look like he's this horrible person, and you didn't open your mouth for nothing.
Exactly. Talking about, I don't know how to say it. The same way you told us, baby, I did not want to do it then, and he gonna be like, really? So why was you in the shower with me again? Or why did you let me get in the shower with you? Yeah. I don't know who got in first.
Because y'all newlyweds, like, you would think something wrong if he wasn't attracted to you right now.
Exactly.
And y'all were virgin? Come on, please.
Exactly. And apparently you didn't have sex the first night because you was probably tired from the big old wedding and everything. Because you just don't.
Oh, well, anyway.
Is she that much of a dang prude? And he don't probably be married to her.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's crazy.
Well, he don't probably want to be married to her after that.
After this, because you done made him look like he's some horrible person.
That's what he did. And
I got these people all on the bandwagon like he's some, and I wouldn't want somebody labeling me as some rapist, and I done had sex with my own dang wife.
Yeah, and she didn't tell me no, don't stop. She didn't, but everybody putting the blame on me. Well, he should have discussed it. He should have broke out with foreplay. And I know there's people that do foreplay in the shower. But a lot of people don't. It's really just.
I'm gonna tell you this. I know there are many situations, and because I ain't gonna say that it hasn't happened, but there are many situations where married women do get raped by their husbands. Yeah. This ain't it. No. This ain't it. No. So about y'all getting on there saying all that stuff, y'all need to do a mental check on your case. y'all need to get some help or something, because that is not. And I could say. Like they said, if she said no, she didn't say nothing. She didn't say anything.
And she didn't.
You give no inkling. And my thing is,
she said he ain't no mind reader, and not him. And I said that too. I said he is not a mind reader, nor should he have to be a mind reader.
People don't understand these men. You got to straight up tell them everything. You can't be just assuming.
But that's a normal thing. What if a woman did that and nobody would say anything?
Right.
That's what irritates me.
Okay. I'm done with that situation. I can't.
Okay. Well, you can tell Lauren has that she done okay me 10 times in my ear.
Yeah, that okay was a shut up okay.
Yeah, that's a shut up. If y'all don't know that's a shut up okay, that is Lauren's way of telling us shut up. I'm done with the conversation.
Sorry, we inconvenienced you.
Yeah.
With our talking.
Yeah.
We'll move on to what is there something more exciting you would like to talk about? Is it?
She should
make sure there's something exciting for her to talk about right now. So we're dealing with it. We're doing the trending.
Yeah, we're gonna do 2 different types of trend. One that we just made up ourselves, and the one that's in the Los Angeles Times. Okay. And this is the one you talked about earlier, so you could go ahead and really go into discussion. It was about the death of Robert Fuller, found hanging from a tree.
Oh, that's a different guy.
Oh, it's a different guy.
No, that's somebody else. Like I tell you, it keeps the stuff. That's not us.
Okay, so
I was talking about that was in our town.
They're saying they're ruling it as a suicide and not a lynching.
Nobody.
And I think they're.
I can't. I see. Today's not working for me, you guys. It's not. I don't even know if we can do another show. I'm not having it.
Go ahead, Joanne.
I'm not having it. How you gonna sit there? I want to hang myself.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
no, thank you. Sorry. Wow, we need to do a tutorial on how to.
Okay, so we're going to let her do her rampage because she has another story that's similar to this one. And there's so much other news that she has. And we just want to combine them all together and we'll go back to
Well, no,
Robert.
this was, okay, so Rob, evidently this is, because, this has been going on. We've been noticing more. And like I said, I don't know if it's because of social media. Like we said, a lot of stuff has been going on for a long time and we don't know about it because it wasn't captured, in years past. Now social media is out there and we see things more. But
Yeah.
also with this is ridiculous because of the fact that, once things happen to these people, then you always want to sit there and try to make up a reason. Oh, it's a suicide, or they killed themselves.
Exactly.
I just wanted to hang myself. No, I didn't.
On the tree.
I'm doing all that. I'm gonna climb up the tree. I'm going to. No, I'm sorry. That I can't even. Don't even come with me with that. But for some reason, because of all this stuff that's going on in the world today, it's just been really, and I've been having issues with it myself. They know. But we live in Portland, Oregon, and there's just in a few days or whatever, there's probably it's been 24 hours, several different things have happened. But we were talking about the guy that got killed last night, which I just found out about him. And he was somebody that I was with on the 4th of July, and I didn't know. I just realized that too, found that out. So he wasn't killed by the police, but he was just killed by a white person, of course. But they shot at him 5 times. And then the thing, when he came at him, they came at him yelling, verbal, slurs and things like that. But he tried to ignore it and just tried to walk off. And then they just went to the car and just shot at him 5 times. So he just tried to move on and not pay attention, and they still shot him. And so the one that got him, I guess, the second bullet was one that went through and got him in his chest, and that's the one who got him. But this is what I'm saying right now. This the way that things are going. This is why I tell people for our culture is either we're getting our allies we have allies that are being extra nice. They're there for us, or we have people who are being very bold with their hate towards us. They're just gave them ammunition to be. I'm just gonna really let it out, So we got these 2 sides here,
Yeah,
So,
but I wanted you to talk more about the other one, hanging, as well.
I'm getting the hanging one.
You have it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But never mind, you guys. Sorry, she forgot. So we're gonna go with on the guys. So they went through a lot of stuff on basically. He committed suicide because they didn't find a lot of different markings, like any beatings or anything like that. So the examiner didn't find any of those things to conclude as this is a racist thing.
Okay.
That's how they're concluding it. But the family, of course, is not agreeing with him. But they're like, well, he tried to hurt himself several times. But I'm trying to figure out in my head, for me personally, and this is a Lydia's opinion only, is me climbing up a tree to hang myself when there's so many other things.
Other ways I could do if I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
there's so many ways, but why would I try the lynching one? I'm going to go out with a bang and lynch myself to do it, is where I think the family is having a problem with, and I'm actually having a problem with. I think people are getting smoother and better at doing it. And again, these stories have been going on for a while. It's just now being more acknowledged. Because even on this one, it was last month, but they're still acknowledging it because of the simple fact that the family is not agreeing with it, and they're using that as their mindset of why would he do that if he was going to kill himself. There's so many other different ways to kill yourself, and that is not the one that just because he hurt himself other times, who would think of it that way. So with all the racist stuff that's going on, and I'm really proud of everybody who stepped up and doing all the protests and doing the things that they do. And as you can still, they're seeing cops and murdering, as Joanne was talking about that earlier, just with a person that she went to a barbecue with, got shot 5 times, now is dead. And there's all these different things that's coming up all over in different states. And I think they're trying to distract us. She was even talking about how a lady who is making masks or doing something like that, and how the neighbors were wanting to do something to the lady and how Black people have stood up for her as well. And we have to do more standing up. So as we're talking to Lauren here, something that caught my eye and I really wanted to discuss was our blackouts. We have to somehow make it more known, and continue, of course, and make it more known so everybody knows about the blackout.
Yeah.
We're just assuming everybody knows because everybody's on social media, but we have to realize there are people that are not on social media like that, and they could miss it because if it goes down the thread and you only on there for 5 seconds to do whatever, you might miss that there was a blackout, and it's not something that stays memorable in our minds. So we have to find out a way to do that. And
like a grapevine.
Yes.
Like a grapevine.
Yes, and Joanne was saying that they're trying to do it every 7th of every month, and I agree. I also wish we could do it like 3 days in a row. Just do it where it actually hits, because what happened is everybody buys on the 6th and everybody buys on the 8th. So the 7th they might not make no money, but it's not hurting them enough because they spend money on the 6th and the 8th.
Well, one thing that I can say that I tried to do, and it was something for me I was never really doing, was I've made kind of like this conscious decision, and I think it's probably maybe because we're doing what we're doing, but and I've appreciated it, is to basically try to pay attention to all the stuff that we're giving you, all the information that we're giving you, is to do that for myself. Start to buy from she's got all the online businesses and I've got the local, so I'm finding out where these local places are, and I can get something. I'm like the type of person I like to actually physically go get something, but then if I can't get it, then I'll get online. But if I can find it from a Black-owned business and support them, and I can get it online or whatever, then that's what I'm going to do, because then I know then that my money went to a Black business. When I wasn't doing that before, my mind was just going, hey, I'm going to go to Walmart, I'm going to go I'm going to go to what's next to me and just go get what I need, and this is what I need. You don't think like that. And I never really even shopped online that much, but it's allowing me to look and see, especially now being connected to groups, We Buy Black and things like that. And I love it because if I'm on Facebook or anything, if there's a need, someone can say, I need this, and then boom, there's a business right there going, oh, I got you, I do that. And they'll tell you, and then you can get what you need. So there's a connection and like I'm saying, for me, we talk, just like when we had our restaurant, a lot of times people don't understand. When you have a product that's good, people talk about it, and that makes another person go get it or want it or whatever. And because if they know your stuff is good. So it's all, when I'm talking about that grapevine, we got to do, like even back in the day before we had these phones and this and that, we got to start talking. I noticed yesterday that, this is a weird situation, but it was so, I looked at how this grapevine worked. I was just taking bottles back, but I was getting ready to, the little door, you can just do your thing. Somebody evidently had put there was a whole bunch of dry blood or something on there. And I didn't know about it. I'm in my car doing my stuff. And so this lady's getting ready to leave, and she literally stops her car to tell me what happened and to be careful. Ma'am, you get ready to do this, be careful, there's this blood on here, blah, blah, blah. So then she drives off. I said, thank you very much, because I have my gloves on. So another guy pulls up. So then I tell him, well, he had already, I guess, had driven by, and he said, yeah, thanks for telling me. They're already on it. They're cleaning it up. They're getting this. Well, that was us, our culture, telling each other, cool, and forewarning us just in that little bit of time, us telling each other. That's that grapevine thing I'm talking about. Yeah. So when we are around other people and we just giving that information, the one of the businesses that she was telling us about, that's online, the Black Bank. The one, I've already told that to some family members, and they're already thinking about starting an account there. So that's that grapevine thing I'm talking about. And you can imagine just from that talking, that everyone knows I'm always about trying to help somebody out. And the people who are connecting that. So guess how many, from me talking and telling, how many other businesses are going to get people, supporters and people buying from that. So you got to make sure, and like Lydia says, too, you got to be honest. If you guys are these business owners, let's get right about ourselves too. Let's be consistent, have good quality. If you say you're gonna be open at this time, be open at this time. You guys got to do what you need to do too to make sure that your customers are going to come back as well.
Exactly.
So we got that. It's got to be on both sides. But we are trying so hard to make sure that everyone is out there supporting each other.
I also wanted to say that right now, I mean, if you're going on hard times and your pennies are not stretching and stuff like that, and you need some food in the house, I just heard that at Holy Redeemer, this is Portland, Oregon, as I'm saying, on Tuesday, every Tuesday between 9 and 12, you can drive up and they'll give you a box of supplies and some foods just for your family. That, like I said, and I always want to say, make sure that you are one of the people that just, you know,
Really need.
You really need.
Really
because
need,
if just everybody is doing it, then it negates for the people that really are in need. But just things like that. There's some things out there that's there to help. Family, and that has nothing to do, and that's for all families. That has nothing to do with
And don't be ashamed
culture.
About getting help and get food, because people are donating for you to get this help and food. And what she's saying is, just because you might be in a high class, but you got high class bills, and your income done shut down some, so you might have a big family or a small family, you need some food. Go and get it at these places, because people are donating. So you're not suffering, so you're not starving. We don't want any kids starving. We don't want any adults starving, because if adults starving, then they die starving, and the kids, then they ain't got the love and support that they need. So we need all you guys to eat. And don't feel ashamed or embarrassed to go get help, because this is the time of need right now that we all need help.
COVID has really put a stake in all of us. I mean, there's a lot of people that's been off work for 3 to 4 or 5 months. Some companies have went under, so there's no income in the household. So there's a lot of these charitable organizations coming up to try to ease the pain a little bit. So, and I know if you've never used it, now you come to the point you feel like, oh, I don't want to do it, but everybody needs help sometimes. So
Now, also, I wanted you guys to know too. This is something that it just got on my mind, and we all need to tap into. And one of my friends, she's a really, really close friend of mine, actually created this group. Now, when I'm on Facebook, there's all these groups called Buy Nothing, but they're Buy Nothing throughout there's different Buy Nothing groups in the different counties that we're in here in Portland. Okay. So my friend created an actual Buy Nothing group for our culture specifically. So it's actually because, she lived in Gresham or whatever, and she would have to put her stuff on there or whatever. So these are also ways, just in general, this is for everybody. Those are the type of groups that I think are amazing, because you can go on there to put your stuff to give away. Most of the time they're giving away. But even if you have a need, there's something that you need, and just you saying that, I need a griddle or a grill or blah, blah, blah. Does anybody have one? Boom, all of a sudden you'll get all these responses. And it's something that there's a lot of things, like I said, one man's trash is another man's treasure. There's a lot of things that we want to get rid of that somebody else can use. There's also a thing that, look what I can't remember, but they take and refurbish things. They'll take old stuff and redo. So there's all these groups. So what it is, I'm noticing, bartering, helping each other out, doing those type of things. Right. Those are available to where it's no cost. There's no cost at all. You're getting that stuff for free. So and that person has what you need, and that's why I tell people all the time. May have an overabundance of something. I always have an overabundance of food and an overabundance of clothes. So if somebody needed something, they could just say, "Do you have this?" and I could give it to them. It's the same thing, but they may have something that I need or my family needs. So those groups you guys need to tap into as well. Absolutely. And I also didn't talk about before, but wanted to let you guys know, congratulations to Cameron and Somali for the Black Resilience Fund, and that's here locally. And actually, I think they're getting ready to, I think he said they may be going on a national level pretty soon here, because they're doing so well. But they were trying to raise $1 million. They raised $1 million. Now the GoFundMe went up, and so now it's $1,004,075. 475,000. So 1,475,000 is the goal now, when it used to be 1 million, and they're at 1,107,690 right now, already almost to that goal already. So it's like a lot of times they'll hit a goal, and in a week's time, people are just getting on the bandwagon here and pouring into these families, and there's going to families now. what they've given out, 350,000 of the dollars so far. So they still got a ways. There's all these families that they're going to be reaching, and they're trying to get intake workers and volunteers to get to those people, get that money out to those people. But they're getting it out there quickly. So as much as this money keeps pouring in, and there's more needs, they're able to get people help. And he's also been giving out food boxes as well. He went 1 week, gave 100, and then last week I think he gave out 300 in that day. So I think every week he's been upping it. So they're trying to do all kind of things.
Is there a location that people can go to?
They just have to, anything that they need, they have to go to the Black Resilience Fund website. Okay. So that's, and then you can do everything there, because trying to get a hold of them, got a lot of him doing a lot of the PR, and then Somali's usually doing a lot of the intakes, helping that stuff. So it's just those two of them who co-founded this organization, but it's taking off so much. But Cameron's out there really doing his hustling, and I've been really, really proud of them for what they've done. It's on the local level, and now I'm telling you, they're just going out there helping people, and it's going to be getting bigger. So yes, sorry I rambled, but I want you guys to know all this information, because if there's anything that you need, you guys should be able to get a hold of it. Also, I'm telling everybody who's got a house, plant a garden. And I've seen a lot of people who've been doing that this year, and I know that they've been helping a lot too, because they may have an overabundance of something, and people have been, hey, I got this. There's people juicing, like they're making juices and stuff out of healthy juices and giving. So you guys just connect with one another, because there's somebody out there that has what you need, and you may have to pay nothing.
That is so true, and you want to keep that information up. And please go support blackresilience.com, because if we can make it national, we can do that. That would be an awesome thing to do, as well as everything else that we want to be able to support our Black-owned businesses, our Black-owned companies, our small home-based businesses, and all that. And people that's doing the small home-based business and stuff, don't forget about WeBuyBlack.com as well, to get all your specialty needs and stuff, because we do want people to start supporting our own. One thing that I said several times is we're the only culture, and literally the only culture, that our money never bounces once in our own community. And what that means is, once we get money in our pocket, we give it to somebody of the opposite race. And we're the only one. Usually every other nationality at least gives it to three of their own before going to another race. So that means when you get your check, spend some money at 3 different Black companies and support. And it doesn't have to be big dollars. I'm not going to spend 100, but stuff of the things that we're talking about are going into your community and support. Because a lot of times, even with the Black Resilience Fund and stuff like that, they're trying to build their own business to try to do stuff. But if we don't patronize our businesses, then we're not helping. So we're getting all this money. Yeah, some people are using it to pay their bills or whatever, but some people want to start their own business, and we need you to help patronize the businesses that are out there, and we want you to support that. And pretty soon people can build, and we can have the necessary things like restaurants and normal clothing stores that fit all different sizes and stuff like that, not just name brand and stuff like that. So you want to keep those in mind, what you want to do. A hair product store that is supporting all, this Black owned, grocery store that's Black owned, grocery outlet. I mean, I know there's one in California that's Black owned. Go support those and help them as well. We help everybody else, but we forget to help our own, and then we don't understand why we're not getting any further than where we are, and we want to get further than where we are.
Absolutely. Most of the stigma of that is that, and I just want to talk to the consumer, is that we always feel like, well, it's cheaper if we go elsewhere. But when Black owned, if you get a hamburger, it's going to be like $10, $15. But if you can go to McDonald's, it's only like $1 something, and they never have $1 burger, so blah blah blah. All the excuses that the reason why. But I just want you to understand that their base is going to be a little bit higher. You're going to have to understand that, because if if a well-establishment can buy by the thousands, and so they get penny on a dollar, where if nobody's supporting the Black-owned business, they can only buy a certain amount, and that amount is going to be higher. So then when they sell it to you, then the retail is going to be a little higher. So if the more that everybody patronize, that number will go down, and they can play on the same playing field as everybody else. But if everybody goes here and says the reason I don't want to go here is because it's higher, is because everybody's going here.
Yeah.
And so they can say, okay, we want 4,000 of this, we want 5,000 of this. Where he's saying I want 25 of this and 30 of this, because they want it to go bad, and so it's going to be higher. So their wholesale is going to be a lot higher. So always remember that. Don't just say, well, they're too high, and that's the reason they're going to always get me. It's not that. Once everybody patronizes, then it will go down. But if nobody patronizes, you can't put them in the same playing field as somebody else.
Right.
So like we all have to understand that.
No.
Oh, nobody can play on that playing field.
McDonald's got their own wholesale company.
They have monopolized the thing. They brilliant in business.
Yes.
And so I mean, there's if you want to know business, that's the top one to deal with, because they know everything about it. But when you say buy black or buy, you have to understand that, and all the culture does. We understand that we're going to have to pay a little bit more over here. Yeah. We're going to pay a little bit more over there, but we're paying into ourselves. We're investing into ourselves, and that's what I want that mindset to be. Is the mindset is not, oh, I can get it cheaper here. My mindset, where do I want to invest my money? Do I want to invest it over here, or do I want to invest it over there? Invest it with your own, and I mean that then you are helping the entire race.
Exactly. I want to do one more topic, and then we're going to end. And I don't know how fast it goes. We'll see. It's called Goya. Goya is a cornmeal, and they are boycotting.
Goya is a brand.
A brand, because they have more than
they got everything.
Yeah, they sure do.
I don't know. I just see cornmeal. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't buy a lot of Mexican things.
They have a lot of stuff.
So they have a lot of stuff. They said, well, they're boycotting them.
Yep.
Because the owner or the CEO is praising Trump and gave him all the kudos in the world. And they're like, how are you going to praise this man that has separated us from our family, has done all this stuff, and you...
I want to know what he looked like, because a lot of the Goya stuff is like Hispanic type of stuff.
Yeah, that's why the Hispanics are upset.
That's crazy.
They are very upset, and they are boycotting it. And I must have to say, I agree with them. Like, how you going to support somebody who is against us that said we rapists and all this other stuff? It's just a lot going on here. And so for us, I mean, what do you guys feel about that?
Well, I feel, this is the way I feel, yeah. Of course. Trump is saying to the Hispanics they want to build a wall and you guys get out of here and you want this, that, and stuff like that. And then and it's not, definitely not right. But I just have to say this. I do have to say this. I have to say this. Yeah, and the people he's supporting Trump, that's really his business. That's who he likes and who he don't like and who he wants. That's their business. I can't tell them who and not to like. I'm not in that. I don't agree with the separation of family and separation of culture and all the stupid stuff that is going on. Do not that, but I can't tell somebody who to not like and know that. So I'm saying, I'm saying. If you don't agree, yeah, definitely I agree with the boycotting. I don't want to do that, but I don't want people. The reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people. We even said that certain groups will say this, that, and the other, and we want this, that, and the other, and we say yes, and then they go take it and run. And then I don't want you to think about this. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to. Wait a minute. If I don't want to do...
It's your prerogative.
Yeah, it's my prerogative. Yeah,
and I get what they're saying, but... I'm talking about them.
Yeah,
I'm talking about you, girl, please. Anyway, I'm talking about... I understand what they're saying in the sense of, like, in the boycotting of the CEO because of the fact that you got to think about it. Like, if you are... Hispanic and you're sitting here, all these products. I mean, the products I've used the products, and a lot of that. I mean, there's marinades, there's all kinds of stuff. So it's like, and a lot of them are Hispanic. Hispanics are using this product, so it's like And then you, as the CEO of this company, is saying, "Hey, yeah," to the person who really could care less about who is supporting your business. And a lot of people, I'm sorry, Lauren, you know this more than anything. As a business owner, you have, if you don't have those people who buy your product, you don't have a business.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. So
Absolutely.
a lot of times that we don't pay, and we got to look at who. So you got to kind of look at this like, okay, these are the people who are really the main consumers.
I know that. I have to say what David said, the Chappelle had stated. This is what tickles me. You don't know what the bailout, or if all the money is going to help him do this, that, and the other, and so of course he's going to say blah blah blah, because like Chappelle said, he's not like money. Yeah, there's a lot of there's 4 millions and billions of money going to a lot of businesses that's asking for it from the Trump administration. I don't care what color you are, black, purple, pink, or white. Money is what his thing is. He's always about the green. Yeah. Now the poor people he doesn't really care about. So like if he got $2.3 million to help him, everybody, of course he's gonna say stuff like that. But I'm just saying I don't know what the whole thing is.
Where the point is. No, we don't know, and most likely, yes, he's getting money. But just like how black people said, Kanye West is no longer black, and he can't be in our group, and all this other stuff. It's the same way with him. She does. If you ever want to know what Kanye West is talking about, Lauren is the translator for Kanye West. I mean, she's
the translator herself.
So, but my thing is, what I'm going to say is, you guys have to, and I'm really proud of the Hispanics for standing up for your rights.
Yes.
Because I've been getting a lot of conversations with some Hispanics that are upset about all kinds of stuff. And this is one right here where is Goya, am I saying it right?
Goya, yes.
Goya is made for the Mexicans. Regardless, Hispanics. Sorry. Made for Hispanics. Regardless of anything else. So now the CEO is up there high-fiving the one that said they're rapists, they're criminals, and you have torn their family apart. And now and he could give you all the money in the world, but if you don't have the Hispanics buying your stuff, you ain't gonna have no money. I don't care how much, and Trump ain't gonna keep holding you up with none because you ain't got no money, and they ain't buying. And the few blacks and whites and Indians and all of us other people, Native Americans, all of them. I don't care, everybody. There's too many other companies that we can go to, and we ain't really. You ain't the first one. Like I said, I don't just jump up. I didn't know who you were as Goya. I seen the product. I just never picked it up. So my thing is, the ones that did it is the ones you decide to stab in the back. And they are standing up for their rights. And I'm saying go with your bad self, Hispanics. Did I say that right?
Okay. Yes.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's just like me. I guess I was feeling like I was watching the news yesterday and I was so irritated because it goes along those lines. And I guess it could have been something we could have talked about too, but they're talking about how, Trump is just trying to get everybody back in school. And not really, not even pay attention to how, if it's safe or not or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You 1 minute say, okay, I'm going to leave this up to the people who govern those states, but then all of a sudden you're like, no, everybody got to go to school. Well, okay, because you're thinking of the money and the loss and this and that. So, but what was irritating me was, and I think this was his daughter, because I kept watching her, but she was just really irritating me because she kept saying, he's for the children. And she kept saying that, we need to get the kids back in school because there's all these kids that, the ones who are at home, they're at risk of being, abused and this and that. And he's for the children. He's thinking of the children. And I just kept thinking of all the Hispanic children that was in cages. And she just kept saying it. And it was making me more upset because I'm like, he's for the children. She kept saying, well, he's looking out for the kids. He don't want them getting abused. But you didn't care about the ones that's in the cages? The ones they've been sexually abused and molested and raped and everything in the cages. They're living in a cage. They ain't got the parents, ain't nothing. So you keep saying, Trump is thinking about the kids, but I just kept flashing to the kids in the cages, and that was just irritating my soul because I'm like, people are really, they're not paying attention. They're sitting there trying to, they like to say, they're trying to distract us, basically. distracting us with what's going on.
We're just cruel.
Yeah.
The human race is
It
just
is.
ridiculous.
And but it was just so, and it's along those lines. You did these to the Hispanic. These are Hispanic people that you have separated these kids. Some kids have died. They probably never see their parents again.
Yeah.
I mean, so this is some that is some serious trauma, serious,
Yes, it is.
horrible things that we have done. And she was talking about how steady they are really building that wall. And we sitting here in a crisis, ain't got no money, but you worried about a wall. And like I said, he ain't got no wall to worry about, because they don't want our crusty butts behind their country anyway. At this particular point,
Yeah, nobody does.
ain't nobody want us in their country. And you can't tell me to go back to where I came from, because I don't know where to go. Because ain't nobody gonna want me where can I go? Please tell me. I know I was born here in America, but if I can go to Africa, I can't go nowhere.
No, that's
Because I wasn't born there. So that's what I said. This is horrible because of the things that we're going through.
Yeah.
This is what we know. That's what's so sad. Even you think about even Hispanic children who were born here. They were born here. They don't. This is their home. This is where they were born. They don't know. I mean, yes, their parents may have been from there, but they're born here. And then you tell me, oh, I got to go back to somewhere I never ever went in my life. I don't know how to live there. I don't know how.
I don't even speak the language.
Right. I don't
There's
know.
a lot of stuff, and that's what's making it so sad. And that's why I'm really proud of the Hispanics really sticking up for themselves in the area.
Yeah.
I mean, no, they stick up and it's silent. We don't know about it. It doesn't ever make the news. So you don't know anything. This hasn't made the news. So I'm very proud and happy about that. And I'm in support with them.
I am too.
And I will not buy, well, I wasn't buying it anyway, but I
We
definitely
shouldn't
will not buy
We won't talk
now
about that.
because I won't even accept it now.
Is it here? Do we have some?
Oh, yeah, we have.
She buys it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've seen that. I see a lot of people use it because it was it's a really good seasoning, and I saw people on Facebook when they put it on.
And I might have been accident because I've been watching my TV shows and about cooking and stuff, so I've been coming up with new recipes.
But I'm
so tired of buying the same ingredients all
and
the
I've
time.
talked to you about it before, because there's an African American lady who was doing stuff. She has her own page, and she was always talking about, woo, I ate that Goya and I put that Goya on myself. So she always was talking about it. That's how I even started.
I saw it on Facebook a lot of times.
So we're not supporting you, Goya, period, because I might have ran up to those spices and been like, oh, I heard it was good. But guess what? I ain't using you now. You better start treating the Hispanics correctly, right along with us black folks. So here we go. So, as we are ending this show with all the businesses that we have done, and we will have all those in the description so you can check those links out and stuff like that, because we really want you to support, and do not support Goya. Let's go.
All right, like I said, today we're talking about Everyday Eats Portland. They're on 171st and Powell. They have awesome stuff. They're open from 12 to 7, so get you some good food. They're usually everything that's usually about $10, depending on whatever the special is today. And we talked about earlier Union Burger. So it's the guy that used to have, one of the guys that was part of Stupid Burger, and they're no longer, but he's Union Burger. He opens at 12 as well. He's at the food cart section of the 7339 Northeast MLK. We're talking about Benjamin's Moving and Recycling. If you guys have any moving needs or recycling needs, call 503-750-8724 to give you what you need. They can give you a quote. Also, we are talking about Slingshot Espresso. They got those 2 locations, one in Clackamas, one in Vancouver, where you can drive through and get all your coffee needs. One is on 14950 Southeast 82nd Drive. The other one is 4950 Northeast 94th Avenue. Also, we are talking about, I got all your stuff on here, Caribbean Spice. There on 42nd and Prescott. Awesome place to get the needs for your foods and everything, to make those lovely ethnic dishes. Nene's Beauty Supply on 171st and Halsey. Go there and get your beauty needs you need. And also, she has a great Instagram page with all her things on there. And Cason's Meats is there